Welcome back to ATVN. Today, a very special guest visited USC Annenberg. The one and only Michael Phelps joined his good friend and broadcasting icon Dick Ebersol in Alan Abramson's sports media class. Phelps left his 28 Olympic medals at home, but sat down with me to chat about his life after swimming. Hi everyone, I'm here with Michael Phelps. He just made a great surprise appearance with Alan Abramson and Dick Ebersol. Michael, I know all eyes are usually on you. You're a very popular athlete. How are you able to keep it under wraps when you make an appearance like this?
I had dinner with Dick last night, and he was talking about it, and we were like, well, maybe if we're up for it and everything is smooth at home with the booms and traveling down here, we'll stop by. And I've known Alan forever. Alan wrote my first book, and we spent a lot of time together and known each other for a while. So it was something for me that I was excited to do. Obviously, I love hearing Dick talk about his stories, and I've gone through 3 Olympics with him, 4 Olympics with him, and it's been a true treat for me just watching what he's done for the Olympic movement, for sports in general, and it's something that you don't get to see every day, and I've been very fortunate to grow up with some of the best, and Nicole is a fellow USC grad, so she was excited to get back on campus, so we made the trip down.
So I know now that you're retired from swimming, what do you usually do now? Like, what do your days look like?
I try to get a workout in whenever I can. Spend a lot of time with booms. We travel still a ton. Like, I still have a bunch of engagements that I'm doing with sponsors or appearances, and so we're on the road a bunch with that. But I mean, we try to just really lay low, and whether we're out back in the pool with Boomer, hanging out, jumping around, splashing around, it's pretty much just playtime. And I think it's a time for me to be able to look back at some of the things that I've been able to do in my career and fully understand what happened. Just because it's for so long I was so regimented to going from one thing to the next to the next to the next, and not really understanding what was taking place and what was going on. I was just doing something I loved and kept working harder to try to get better.
To check out my full interview with Phelps, be sure to go to uscannenbergmedia.com. And let's stay in the pool for a little bit to talk about USC women's water polo. The women of Troy just broke a record by winning their 48th match in a row. And part of the reason they've been so successful is the team's team-first approach.
It's a great thing that we did this, and we've kind of made history. But it doesn't mean anything. We really want to win a national championship. It doesn't really mean if we are undefeated, if we are having this score. It doesn't really mean anything to us.
So let's get out of the water and talk about Trojan football. Spring practice is in full swing, and the team is using its time now to nail down all the fine details.
So believe it or not, we have a big playbook. Know all the little details that are part of the playbook. So when it comes to the fall, you can run full speed. You don't want to have any hesitation on the field. That's how you get hurt or cause your team big games.
Many Trojan fans have their sights set on USC Pro Day. NFL scouts will be on campus tomorrow to see some Trojans participate in drills as they prepare for the draft next month. Several Trojan standouts have a lot on the line, and I'm here with our sports correspondent Terrence Davis to preview Pro Day. Terrence, let's jump right in and look at USC's 2 stars, Adoree Jackson and Juju Smith-Schuster. They're trying to work their way up the draft boards. What do they need to do tomorrow?
So we'll start with Adoree Jackson. He ran a 4.42 40 speed at the NFL Combine in Indy. For most people, that's ridiculously fast, but for Jackson, it was a little bit of a disappointment. He was looking for more of a 4.3 40 speed. I'm not really sure if he's going to run tomorrow or not. It wouldn't surprise me if he did. It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't, but we shall see on that. For Juju Smith-Schuster, scouts are still concerned about his inability to get away from elite corners. He ran a 4.54 40 time. He's looking for more of a 4.4 to significantly increase his draft stock going forward.
And as we talk about speed, let's move over to the big guys. You got Zach Banner and Stevie T. Obviously, they're big. They're not expected to be very fast, but there was still some concern about their 40 times at the NFL Combine. How valid are those concerns, and is that something they're going to be looking to improve tomorrow?
Great point, Nathan. So normally when we talk about the big guys, we never really mention their 40 speeds. However, for Zach Banner, it is imperative that he shows that he has increased his speed. For 300, he's down to 354 pounds. However, he did run a little bit over a 5.5 in his 40 time at the Combine. He wants to bring that down. He also wants to raise his bench reps up to 22%, up from 22 reps. He's a big guy, 353 pounds, like I said, so he needs to show that he has the strength to handle those NFL defensive linemen. For Stevie T, he just needs to keep being Stevie T. He put up solid numbers at the combine, so if he replicates those numbers at his pro day, he should be in good shape. Scouts are concerned about his age. He is old for a prospect at 25. However, if he continues to put up brilliant numbers and measurements, he should be in good shape to get his name called at the draft day.
And there are a couple Trojans I know who went to the combine, but they didn't necessarily participate in all the drills. You know, Justin Davis and Darius Rogers. How important is it for them to perform well tomorrow, considering this is the first time scouts are really getting a look at their drills?
So it is important for both Justin Davis and Darius Rogers to really show what they're made of to NFL scouts. It's their first time seeing either one of these prospects, so they need to show that their bench is great, that their vertical is great, and also they need to show their 40 times are excellent. They're not high on people's draft boards, but a strong showing at their pro day will help them put some teams on notice for them.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Terrence. Remember, Pro Day starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Cromwell Field, and be sure to watch ATVN tomorrow for full coverage. Juliet and Brad, back to you.